Today we're going to make a box set like this, which is useful if you are putting a collection of books in a series together as one big compendium edition. I get this question a lot. It comes up every couple of months, and until now we haven't had a way to do it. Now we do. This is Canva Tips for Authors, where we show authors how to use Canva for their book marketing. If you are an author and would like to talk to other authors, come join the Facebook group. Link is in the description. If you'd like to buy me a cup of tea, just click on the 3 dots down here. First of all, we're going to need a template of a box set. Now, I found one on Deposit Photos. This is their Lightroom image. So if I was doing this for real, I would be buying this image properly. But for now, let's just use this. Okay, so you're going to need Canva Pro for this bit. Background remover to remove the background. Like I said, it's got a little crown, so it's a Canva Pro feature. If you would like to try Canva Pro for 30 days for free, there's a link in the description for a 30-day free trial. It's an affiliate link. It won't cost you anything extra. Okay, so now you've got this thing. It's a box set template. We're going to go to apps. We're going to go to look for distort. And we're looking for reshape. Okay, so it says select an image to transform. So what we need to do is we need to upload our image again. Okay, and apps, reshape. Okay, so this is our image that we want. So the first thing to do before we start messing about with reshape is it's best to make it as big as you need it to be, looking at the tallest part of your image. This is quite a fiddly thing to do. So be warned, you might be here for a while. Okay. Now we're going to go to, in theory, you can use perspective, but I found it easier to use distort. So let's use distort. Now what you've got to try and do, see these white bits in the corners? You've got to drag them to where you want them to be. So let's get this white bit here and drag it to this corner. This white bit here, drag it to this corner. This white bit here, drag it to this corner. It's starting to get quite weird now. It'll be okay, it'll be okay. This white bit here and drag it to that corner, and it's not going to let me. And this is where it gets really frustrating. Bother. So I've got to move this down a bit and start again. So you go up there, you go to there, come on. You go up there, you go to there. So it's going to take a little bit of fiddling about, I'm afraid. You save, move the thing up a bit, and start again. Okay, there. Don't forget to hit save, otherwise you just undo all your fiddling. Right. So you've got your book cover there. That needs tweaking a tiny bit. Okay, and then we're going to turn the transparency down a tiny bit so that the edges, these edge bits, show through. So we're going to turn it down to about 96. Okay. Now, next thing we need to do is the spines. Before we do the spines, let me take a moment to say, do you design your own book covers? Or maybe you are just getting your first book cover designed for you, either by your publisher or by a designer that you've hired. I just wanted to tell you about my book cover basics mini course, which tells you a lot about book covers, what they're for, what the real job of your book cover is, how to find comp authors and comp covers, what to expect from cover design in traditional publishing, how to push back nicely if you really, really hate your cover design, how to work with a cover designer if you're an indie publisher so that you save yourself time and money by actually telling them what they need upfront, how to research book cover tropes and genre expectations, which you sort of need to know even if somebody else is designing your cover for you, and how to design your own book cover if you're feeling brave using Canva. It's available on shop.fictiontutors.co.uk, and I will put the link in the description. Right, now for the spines. Now if I was need to make an image of the spines box set, so obviously I would have the spines from the rectangle, and it would have the names of the books on the spines. You could have
of
three
whatever
different
color I
pictures
wanted it
that
to
together
be.
make one picture. That's possible.
You try and make a
but this is just a demo. Make a shape that's roughly the right size. Your spine here. And you do that 3 times in 3 different colors. If I was actually making a book cover thing, is I would call these Be Bothered. And let's just check the transparency to see where they lie. About right. Okay. Right, so I'm going to group them, and then I'm going to move them onto a new page. So grab it, move it onto the new page, and turn the transparency back up to 100%. Okay, and we're going to download it. I'm going to download it with a transparent background. Again, another pro feature. So if you want to try Pro for free for 30 days, link is in the description. And we only want this thing here. Right. I'm going to upload that. And add it to here. Not sure why it's still a little bit transparent, but okay. We're going to go back to our handy dandy distorting app. We're going to go back to reshape. We're going to do distort again. We're going to spend a bit more time lining these up into the corners. Okay, so sometime later we've ended up with this, which you can then share and download as a transparent image, and then you can put wherever you want. That looks pretty good. Once you've downloaded it, if you want, you can re-upload it and just put some shadows underneath it. And it looks pretty cool. Personally, I think it's still quite fiddly to use, and I would just pay for BookBrush for a month and use their box set maker, or pay someone on Fiverr to do it. And do remember that Amazon prefers you to call them an omnibus edition rather than a box set, unless you are actually putting books in a box set, which you can do using Book Vault, but there you go. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please tell all your friends, and I'll see you in the next video.